Okay, our very last video on the male reproductive system is going to be the structures in the sperm. Lovely little things. So we've got some real pictures, but I'm going to be sticking with this model for most of it. When you look at the sperm, what you'll notice at one end has this big bulbous part, and that entire bulbous area that is noticeably thicker and looks kind of like a, I don't know, kind of like a bullet. That's called the head of the sperm. And the head of the sperm has a couple of structures. The first is this red part, and that is the nucleus. So the nucleus in the sperm kind of gets a cone head. And then on top of the cone head, kind of like if you put a hat on top of your head, you know, one of those hats you wear when you go skiing, keeps your top of your head and your ears warm. So on top of the nucleus, there is this structure known as the acrosome. So in this picture on the lower left where you have the entire head, you can see that this part is darker and then this part is lighter. So that lighter area, this is the acrosome and this is the transition area. In the model, the purple part is the acrosome and the red part is the nucleus of the sperm that the acrosome is covering. From there, the next portion of the sperm is a thicker part, which is known as the mid-piece of the sperm. And there's a few structures in there, but the only one we're going to talk about, the only one that you can see on the model, is that the mid-piece of the sperm is chock full of mitochondria. So each one of these little red structures in the mid-piece of the sperm is meant to represent a mitochondria. After that, all of the yellow part, that is the tail of the sperm, which essentially is a flagellum covered with plasma membrane. Since we cannot see the plasma membrane covering the flagellum, we're not going to call this the tail of the sperm on the model. We're going to call this the flagellum. And with that, we are completely done with the male reproductive structure. So thank you. And if you haven't already done it, I will see you shortly for the female reproductive structure, which is the last organ system.